Hello and welcome back to a new Arise crossover video. Today we are going to talk about the latest update that Arise crossover has released, which does include as you can see, a new player rank, which includes the GM and GM Plus player rank. We're going to be talking about the M ranks that you now can get in key dungeons and possibly also the world bosses. We're going to be focusing on relic setups, which is going to be for the best damage. We're going to be focusing on basically the best rank up relic set. And we're going to talk about that possibly a world boss might be the strongest unit in the game. So let's get into it. First off, in this new update, there is a new player rank released in Arise crossover, which is the GM and GM Plus rank. But how do you get these? Well, really easily, you open up your quest menu and you will see a quest here that says, hey, for this GM quest, you need to reach floor 65 in the Infernal Castle, you need to reach level 150, and you need to complete the GM rank player test, which of course is in the guild hall. You walk over here to the rank test room and you do the corresponding rank test. Once you've done that, you can complete the quest. Before you do that, make sure you enable actually an XP potion because you do get a lot of experience. Move again over to the GM Plus rank because for that one, you need to reach level 200, you need to reach floor 70, and you also need to complete the GM Plus rank tests. Now these should be pretty much doable if you do maybe have like a full team of N plus ranks. I'm pretty sure if you even have like one M rank, you can easily do it. So I don't think you have to worry about that if you're already in this end game stage. Now with this new player rank, it does mean that you are now able to get different base ranks of units. First, let's talk about the issue that actually appeared before, like quickly after the update happened, because apparently people were getting immediately like M plus ranks of the King Slime, which was an issue because people arise them from overworld mobs. And that wasn't supposed to happen. So they've already addressed this issue and they've like nerfed them to basically do 0 damage because it was like a full-on bug. Because the highest rank currently still in the game is an M rank that you can get on Shadows. Your best bet right now, if you do want to farm a full M rank team with this new player rank, is ditch the Infinite Desert and go over to the key dungeon and do your Hurricane key dungeons. So basically, make sure you have enough Hurricane runes, make sure you have enough keys and craft these keys and do them with your friends. Because pretty much the Slime King in the Hurricane dungeon, as we can see over here, if we put him at M rank, there you go, he does a base of 3.47 SP damage and has a ultimate damage of 48.18, which is without any shadow stat boost. And if we go over to Leveling City and look at the stats of the Summer Monarch at M rank, which you could already get before, he is only at 3.27 SP and does an ultimate damage of 46.55. Which means the Slime King currently is the strongest unit in the game, and you should honestly farm for this for your entire team. I'm still going for this. I still need to replace 3 of my Summer Monarchs, but I have basically an entire full team of M ranks, just missing 3 Slime Kings. So we're still going to be farming for that, but that's what you want to aim for the strongest team. Now, you might wonder what is like the best relic setup for specifically doing the key dungeons. For that, let me show you over to my inventory, and there you go. This is currently what I'm running, and I'm pretty sure there actually is a better setup, but I just don't have the rune yet because I think that rune drops from the floor 75 boss. I've done it like once, it didn't drop for me, but what you want to do is have the Eye of Ascension, the Black Monarch Sigil, all at G rank, and also have basically your third one will be an Encore if you don't have the floor 75 relic at G rank, but otherwise equip the floor 75 relic, which also grants a big rank up luck boost. And that's your, like, basically your entire rank up relic set that you want to run for these key dungeons, which grants you basically a really easy possibility to get these M ranks. I got all these M ranks from the Slime King in like a time span of maybe 2 hours. So it's really easily doable if you just run the set. And you should be absolutely fine if you run it with some of your friends. Now, for the Infernal Castle especially, and if you're also going for the most damage or like the ultimate damage setup, there is a good setup for this. Basically, what you want to do is go for the Infernal Castle, head to floor 75 because you will get this Castle Reaper rank. Which with all the new M ranks that you possibly have, you can easily do that now. Equip this rank because it's going to give you 17 shadow levels. And then head over to your backpack. Make sure your relic setup is exactly like this one. You want to equip the Shell Crest, which grants you 19.50 shadow levels. You want to get the G rank of the Crown of Snow, which grants you 20.18 shadow levels. You want to get the Core of Rebirth, which grants you a total of 22.10 shadow levels at G rank. Now, to get the Shell Crest, you'll have to do the Infinite Desert, which has a drop chance to basically give you this. And then, of course, this relic is especially granted from the Hurricane Dungeon, so make sure you keep your eye out on those. And then for the Crown Stone, it's from the Winter Raid, but I think already most of you have this relic. Now, to give you like a damage comparison, if we equip all of this, and I think we do currently have a rank weapon equipped with like Shadow Aspect 2, Sharpness 7, and Shadow Affinity 7. We do around without any potions. We should hit around like 130, maybe even a bit more. If I hit I think if I equip my shadows, oh, actually 150 is almost in sight. If I up my shadow stats on like all my Slime Kings and make it like all SS damage, we'll definitely hit like, I think 160, maybe even higher. But I think the highest we can currently hit with this set is about 145 or 147 from what I saw from like 1 damage hit. So with this entire setup, you're going to be entirely gold. And if we also replace our 3 Summon Monarchs, we're definitely going to be able to, I think, cross that 150 barrier, maybe like hit it once real soon. And that's what you want to aim for, basically to be the strongest currently in the game as of this update, because we won't get an update tomorrow as of this recording. Basically the update on Friday, which we would normally get, because the update will be next week. You want to make sure you have your entire setup ready by then, so you can just go into the new update very easily, probably push really far, because people have already pushed like to floor 83, I think I've seen the highest, or 84 probably in the Infernal Castle. So we're definitely gonna almost reach the boundary of floor 100, and it also means you can actually farm that level 75 or floor 75 pulse, which might be very interesting to you to add it to your party. We actually did get one of them. I think we got it at like an N rank. Yeah, there he is at the Lich. But yeah, he's not gonna be like a strong addition right now in our party. Actually, I do want to quickly check. I don't think I've checked this at all before. But what is he? Can he even be N rank? And what? Okay, yeah, but no, but okay, never mind. He doesn't have a double rank ability, so I don't think he can be an M rank. But oh my god, if he could be, this is insane. What? Okay, I don't expect the Lich can be an M rank, but okay. Yeah, he doesn't have a double rank ability, so I think the highest he can be is an N+ rank, so just immediately forget what we talked about, but it's possible that he could come into the future with being an M rank. And then what's also going to be important here is we know the strongest as of right now, but we haven't seen the Beach Vermillion on a high rank, because the update notes have talked about them buffing the Beach Zero and Beach Vermillion so that they're actually stronger than the Monarch, which I think they're talking about the Summer Monarch, and I don't know if they're actually talking about the normal Monarch. But it's going to be important to actually keep an eye on, because these two specifically spawn as world bosses. So the Beach Zero spawns as a World 1 world boss, and then the Beach Vermillion spawns as a World 2 world boss. I actually have a picture right here where we quickly actually found one, but I sadly didn't get a ride from him. But that's going to be something important we actually need to keep an eye on, because they might actually be stronger than our entire team. So that's something noteworthy we need to keep a check on. That's kind of like the most important parts. They have added some stuff to the shop, like a full core bundle. If you don't really want to farm these key dungeons, you can just buy it with all your tickets right now. They've also added a VIP game pass, so you get like 1+ equip slot, which is really important. You do want to get this because it's basically 1 extra shadow and it's going to add a lot of damage. You get 5+ mount speed, a 20% cash boost, a 20% gems boost, a 20% XP boost, and a 30% increased item storage. So make sure you grab that with your tickets as well. Now, and if you do love AFKing, and let's actually quickly head over to the AFK room. They've updated the AFK room with basically being able to grant a new beach weapon, and also actually the Beach Zero, and actually you can see him here at N+ rank with a duck around him. And I don't think actually the N+ rank will be that strong, but if you do like just having this skin so you can turn into him, then you can also stay in the AFK room if you don't want to wait for the world boss specifically to spawn. And also, of course, the new flying mount, the Shadow Wasp in here. They've removed like all the rare dust rewards and like the gems rewards, which were like kind of really bad, so you don't have to worry about that anymore, because they actually, I mean, I'm glad they did that. They were like actually useless, so don't need to worry about that at all anymore. You can also get your Shadow course, which is nice. So what should you do right now? Well, grab an entire full team of the Slime King at M rank before we know anything about the world bosses being a high rank and being very strong into your team, and ditch the Infinite Desert unless you're still farming like all the dust and all the XP. Then still keep doing that, because that's going to be very important. And yeah, make yourself get settled with a beautiful full team of Slime Kings. Make sure all your relics are up to speed. Get this full relic set if you're going for full damage, and get this set with, of course, the relic from floor 75 to get a full rank up relic set, and you're gonna be good for the time being. And that's everything you need to know about this new update in Rise Crossover. Now, if you liked this video, then make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and I will see you in a next new Roblox video or live stream. Have a fantastic Slime King grinding journey!